Hey, what's up, everybody? Okay, so in case you didn't know, Kanye West has been a little more active in the political realm. He's been I don't know if they nominated him for as spokesperson, you know,
Yeah.
for the urban community. I'll call it the urban community because it's not just black people. It's a lot of people that like or like that follow and listen to Kanye West. You know, he has an impact upon a lot of people. So there's like a video of it, like where he was in a like a press conference at the White House
Donald Trump. He was
with Donald
doing
Trump.
the interview. I don't know. You
Press conference.
probably heard about
You probably
this
already
last
seen
week.
it. Probably heard about it. Maybe you didn't. Maybe heard about it, but you didn't see it.
This is just going to be our take on,
Our perspective
dissecting
on
down the discussion, breaking it down.
We're not breaking it down.
We
but
think they're trying to,
yeah,
explain.
kind of like an
video.
impression of it.
Yeah.
Because Kanye West is so many things. You know?
Okay.
his hair is perfect, man.
That's
That hair is like it's slick.
He spent some time on that, or somebody did it for him. Man.
Oh man, look at that thing, man. It's like the Ocean Spray logo. Some of these parts are kind of boring. Just on the west side.
He's always comparing himself to Obama. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, he has no choice but to compare himself. He's already being compared to Obama, because he's taking his place.
Sure.
And especially with the whole stink with him being Donald Trump being president, and the last president he was black, and the last president was black, and then the next president wasn't even really what a traditional president is like. So of course he's going to be compared to him consistently because he's not even the quote unquote standard of what a president usually is expected supposed to be.
What I was trying to say is, like, if he's bringing it up himself, that means he's thinking about it. He's worrying himself about what other people are comparing him to another president.
You're right.
And so he's taking time out of his day to, these people think that I'm like worse than Obama.
Yeah, you're right. I hear you. See how he sits there with his arms crossed?
That's actually a sign of antisocial.
Yeah, like you want to say
you don't want to talk to anybody.
And he's like on the fence because he's being grilled constantly. It's just I think he's been
Probably
under the microscope so long that he's learned how to like not show that fear. It's just like some kind of stuff you can't help, like body language. He probably did that stuff without even. It was probably like involuntary. Just did it.
If you are constantly under attack, you probably feel like you gotta defend yourself.
He probably maybe don't feel like he has to defend himself, but I'm thinking that he's like developed his personality so much to where he can just kind of like enter any situation and not really sweat. He's able to conduct himself and keep speaking nice and clearly because he's just been under the pressure so long. But deep down, he's actually probably kind of shitting his pants a little bit. Like, dang, these guys they're always calling me, Mr. President, please, Mr. Trump, and he's already got businesses too.
Right.
He got businesses. And now he's the president, and he's Donald Trump. He's Mr. Twitter. He's Mr. Grab him by the P. Everybody knows. It's facts. It's facts. What you talking about? I said P. It's facts, man. Mr. Grab him by the P. He the one. He did it. He said it, not me. He said it. Hey, I'm just repeating.
People edit shit how they want to edit shit. That's all. No, just kidding. People just take a clip of you, grab him by the feet, and
right. You see what he said? You see what? And you know what? They didn't take the context. They're taking it from. That's what
I'm saying. They can just edit it out and then put you in another context.
Right? But I'm just saying, it's just unfortunate. Like you said, he's having this locker room conversation or something. I don't know what happened.
But I'm just saying, like, maybe tomorrow you say something, and then say the B word.
Right.
Someone put it together, and oh man, this guy's terrible. Look at it.
Right? That could happen. So who knows?
But what happens? That's just people that got too much time.
Dang. Oh man. Are you talking about the prison? Is he talking about some actual like deep politics political type stuff? I'm just like trying to just follow along and listen to what they're saying. It's not like they're having like a real conversation We're having a conversation about this conversation, which is funny.
It's like Inception.
Right? We're inside another thought of someone else's thought, but we're making it our thought. There's levels to this. He said there's, hold up, he said there's infinite amounts of universes.
And there's alternate universes.
He's
He
deep.
said that to
If he's talking about that, man, he's a deep dude.
He said that to the president. That's why it's hilarious.
Right? The president's like, yeah, there's multiple universes.
And in one universe, you already freed the man because I taught you. Probably what he's gonna say.
Oh man, he can't. I don't know, man. I don't know if the president's gonna get all that stuff, all the political stuff. I don't know if the president's gonna. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
He starts going into string theory.
Did you talk about the fifth dimension? Did you see the fifth dimension though? You know, sometimes when I do I do my meditation, you know, when I do my astral projections, you know, he'd be like, Trump's into that kind of stuff. Trump's deep like that.
More like Kanye is into that kind of.
No, that's the joke. Kanye's talking to Trump as if Trump's deep like that.
Right.
But who knows? What if behind closed doors he is actually like a deep dude? What if
Nah, he was all about business, man.
No, what if
him and Kanye?
What if him and Kanye behind doors be doing like they be meditating in circles together, man? You don't know what they be doing. You don't know what goes on behind when the camera's not on. You really don't. You don't know.
It's like, hey, Kanye, I'll meet you up on Sunday. Gonna go to that yoga. Gonna go, you know. Kanye and Trump just walking
Right?
on that. That'd be funny.
Oh man.
Holy cow, did you hear what he said?
What do you say, man?
He claimed at the very beginning of that, he claimed that that guy that he's trying to pardon, get pardoned, is him in an alternate universe. That's what he just said.
I've actually heard that theory before, that we're all. It's kind of like.
No, I've heard that theory too.
Yeah, it's like the same thing like what like it's like a small version of, not even a small version, but like another variation of quantum physics, where like we're all connected, kind of thing. So like there's no separation, kind of thing. Like and another thing I've heard that in Taoism, like you're not separate from the chair, you're not separate from anything, because that is. It's you.
Or a
you know,
reflection
it's
of
part
yourself.
It's part of you. You're both the same. You're both made of the same thing. It's part of you, and you're part of it. You know, you're connected.
Especially when you buy something, you're mentally choosing something, and then you're bringing it home, and now it's part of your life. You know, like you have it in your home.
Yeah,
It's part of you now.
yeah, you're right.
Man,
Deep stuff, man.
Maybe Kanye right though. Maybe Kanye right.
I mean, he's
That
talking
guy
about.
is an alternate universe of himself that he went to jail, and now the other alternate universe of himself that got famous, and wrote all these songs and albums and stuff. Like he just came back. And he's like, all right, I got you, other me from the other universe. I got you.
Right. It's like when you're watching the show, and then like something bad's about to happen, but then the you from the future comes back. He's like, hey, don't do that. And
Except it's Kanye.
It's Kanye sees Kanye.
It's Kanye.
Kanye drips in his hand and then, hey, make sure you push the button now. It's gonna be a big deal. Okay, Kanye. All right. After that moment, that's when he changed. But he couldn't tell everybody what happened, so they said he was crazy.
I got you, man. Like if we had a little animation reel, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Someday, man.
I'm thinking that's my phone going off, but that's someone's phone in the dang video. I thought it was my phone. Like, why is my phone going off? I thought I put it on silent. It's still going off. I didn't get it.
Someone
Someone in the conference phone is going off. They got the same tone as me. The standard iPhone tone. More money for more kids. More money, more kids. Talking about the whole, I guess the common understanding of the black social household economic deficit. Maybe I made that too long-winded, but I put a whole bunch of words that kind of summarize what the main thing he's talking about with the black families and how they say that black families
the socioeconomic
welfare
of the African American community. Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
Technically, black people are the minority in the U.S. Like the amount of black people versus the whole country. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they make up what? I want to say 30 something, 35% of.
Yeah, it's not. It's mostly mostly the areas that are like heavily populated, like Vegas, LA, like the hot cities. I don't want to say that's the only place, but I said that's for the highest.
That's the only place I've ever seen.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like what the government says. You know, this is what they say. They say that of course there's black people everywhere in the whole country. Like even the place where you would barely see any black people at. You know. There's still going to be some black people there, but like I said, the highest concentrations are in the heavy populated cities like LA, New York, Vegas, you know, those kind of things.
Right. But that can be said about any race. Any race, like there's more people there in general, you know. Yeah. Of any race.
True.
So can't really say that about one race. True. Because it's a big population.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. He's just choosing to only talk about just black people. Like black people are the only ones on welfare. That's not true.
Because he's black.
Of course. but when he says something, people are going to look at what he says and they're going to highlight that. Like, you know, if he's only talking about black families, then that's all they're going to focus on. Black families, you know? If Trump's only talking about Mexican walls, you know, people keep Mexicans out and stuff like that and building walls and all this sort of stuff, that's what people are going to be having their mind on, you know?
Right.
When there's all kinds of other things that are going on. There's all kinds of people that are on welfare, you know?
You can only focus on one thing at a time sometimes.
True. You're right.
You can only tackle so many problems in the world.
It might have been a heat of the moment thing, you know? Kanye don't seem like the type to choreograph and have this script written. He seems like a freestyle kind of guy, right?
He is.
Yeah, so that was probably just something from his heart, you know, just professing how he feels.
Right.
From letting it flow. From the heart out for everybody.
Is that how he?
That's how he do it, man. You know, and then the people when they coming out with the hypnotic, the 6-5, no, right?
Start rapping.
Right.
That's how he expresses himself. Though.
That's how he expresses himself through his rhythm.
Well,
rhythm of his
soul.
How he expresses himself. Rhythm of his soul. What were you saying?
He just talking about first he went from like his upbringing from Chicago and talking about Chicago, and then he started talking about his dad and how he wasn't coming up in an upbringing.
A father figure.
Yeah.
He didn't have a very strong father figure.
But then he went into other stuff. He's like, oh yeah, now I'm married to my family and
the family
female
with no man at all.
And then he's talking about how the hat gives him power.
He's jumping all over the place. He's jumping all over the place. You know,
and then he started talking about Adidas.
It's like he needs to pick one thing.
Imagine if Martin Luther King talked like this.
I had a dream, and yesterday I was at the store, saw these 2 little girls and 2 little boys, and then I went home. And when I was home, my family was making dinner. This is all.
My kids was there.
What are you saying? Like you start one story, then you go to the next one. But you know the funny thing is,
later that night I went to sleep.
I feel like I do that sometimes though. Like when I'm trying to explain something that's real important, like something I'm real passionate about, I'm in the middle of explaining, then like I'll get another thought that has something to do with it that I want you to know about, and I want to say it before I forget it. So then I try to steer it to that, you know.
But then you're like, oh wait, go back to the original
I forget about what I was supposed to be telling you before. Like, oh, hold on. Let me tell you about this because in 1965, when they did it, they came out with the thing, 4 processors. They know they keep it real. 23 gigahertz. 23 gigahertz. You know what a gigahertz? Now let me explain what a gigahertz is real quick. Now I'm gonna go back to the main story. This is just getting way off subject. Like, what was he talking about?
Yeah.
What was he talking about originally? I don't
I
even
guess
remember.
it's not. Yeah, if you're writing maybe a speech or something, then it has to be more flowing.
Yeah.
And like one idea. But if he's like you said earlier, off the top of his head.
Off the top of his head. But I'm just saying, like, the reason why it sounds like he's confusing is because he does that. He's constantly, like you said, he's
taking different information
yeah,
from
he's
his
like,
mind and trying to
all,
express
he's
himself.
all over the place.
Yeah.
He's kind of all over the place. But someone,
even like he's a rapper, right? So he kind of has to be like that. Sometimes he has to have that kind of different expression. Free flow, right?
I think he's all over the place, but to the trained ear, you can hear what he's trying to say.
Right.
To the trained ear, you can hear what he's trying to say or what he's trying to convey.
His message is in there somewhere.
He's trying to say something. It's just not coming out quick. He needs to write. He probably needs to write it down. Write it down. Proofread it. Let your mama read it.
To the untrained,
let your wife read it.
To the untrained ear, it sounds like just this guy rambling on. To the president, bro.
Rambling on, like rambling.
Adidas.
And then Adidas. My family. You know what Adidas stands for, right? Because in 1963. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. It really does feel like it's all over the place.
Yeah.
When you like look at the whole thing, the whole conversation, it feels like it's all over
one place. Goes to another place, you know. But at the same time, I can see both sides, you know, both sides.
There's always two sides. Yeah.
Two sides of the coin, you know. Right. One side he's trying to express all these political views, and then at the same time he's trying to explain his reasoning for the way he thinks. And then also at the same time, it's almost like he forgets where he's at.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you know you in the president's office on TV.
What I'm wondering is what the president was thinking. Like.
Right, because he was quiet most of the time. He was like, with his lips.
Because I know if somebody came at me with something like that, man, like, hold on, let me think about what you just said. That was definitely a lot of information all over the place. So what you saying is...
I don't know what he was saying, man. He was saying something.
What you saying is...
He was saying a lot of stuff.
Free my brother from another unit.
He was saying a lot of things, man. He was saying a lot of things. But you got to be open-minded to understand what he was trying to say. True. You really do. Easy effect. Dang, he tells how much the money and everything. I'm a billionaire.
He finally brought it together. Now it kind of makes sense because he's like in Chicago. That's where like.
Thanks for rubbing it in, bro. Billionaire. I could have lost 200 million. I could have lost 200 million, you know, but I gave that up. Now I'm a billionaire, you know, thanks to Adidas. Adidas.
Yeezy effect.
Billionaire. Billionaire? Oh man.
Who calls it the Yeezy effect though? Like you brought the universe into this.
Alternate dimensions. Airplanes, hydrogens. Ultimate, what is it? What else? Perplexes? Ultimate perplexes.
Everything.
Only positive words. Only positive words. Dope, but he had to correct himself when he said dope. He was like, I mean dope in a good way. I'm putting like way over there and shit. I mean dope in a good way.
Kanye West over there.
Kanye's over there.
In the back.
I meant dope in a good way.
I like Trump's reaction when he's like, wow, that was a lot, man. Wow.
Right?
I never heard anything like that.
Yeah, it's a nice picture, man. What you got there? You got a lady eating fruits? Mm-hmm. No, she ain't. Look like some fruit, man. Got fancy, smashy dress, man.
Eating fruits, he said.
Oh, man.
I don't know, man. It just seems like it's all over the place, at least to me. And then he brought it back, though. He's like, what did he say? He talked about Chicago again. He's like saying that he made all this money and that he can help any business, right? Any business that he's gone into, he brought it up. And he's like, Yeezy effect. The Yeezy effect, man.
The Yeezy effect. I forgot about that. The Kanye effect. It's like the Midas touch, but he's got the Yeezy touch. The Yeezy touch. I got the Yeezy touch. Everything touch turns to mold. What turns to mold? Mold. That's what I'm doing.
It seems like a lot, and it's a lot to digest for sure. I don't know. How do you feel? How do you feel about that whole interview?
The whole interview?
Yeah.
Well, I think that Kanye was trying to say a lot of things with a limited amount of time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What Kanye had to say, he probably needs. You need a week sit down with Kanye.
He should write an album.
You should just have an audio book where you just listen to it. You gotta have to hear that 8 times for you to fully understand what he was talking about. You need to have an audio book. He needs to be able to just speak for 16 hours and looking into everything, is connected because of the interdimensional dots and the chemistry within everything. The breath that you breathe to the wings flapping. Everything ties in together.
Yeah.
I mean, it
he
seems
was
like
talking about alternate universe.
he was talking about a lot of
everything.
stuff. He was talking about a lot of different things, a lot of different.
But it's all connected through me.
All connected. You're me and I'm you. You're me.
Right? That's what he said about that guy.
You're me on Tuesday and I'm you on Thursday.
I don't know about all that. That's a little absurd.
Yeah, I think he had too much to say and not enough time to say it.
You're right. He was trying to, he was not spitballing really, but more like he was trying to bring it all together, like all his ideas in that short amount of time, like you said.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't really get time to talk to the president like that, Mm-hmm. It's like all right, we're gonna do a meeting for about 1 hour, and you're gonna tell me what you want to tell me. We're gonna have all the cameras around us,
right? Okay.
I don't know, man. That's all I gotta say about it. He's all over the place, and Donald Trump seemed like he having trouble taking it in.
He seemed like he's like a pretty cool guy to listen to. If you want to listen to some nice stories, about some weird stuff. He seems like a guy that you go talk to when you don't got much to say.
Maybe we have him on the podcast someday.
I'd love that. I'd love Kanye to be on the show.
Hey, Kanye, shout out to Kanye.
Shout out to Kanye. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Sounds like a great.
Let's pick your brain about
pick your brain.
Alternate universe.
People can view their points however you want to. The point is, in life, you got to stay open-minded because you never know who you can learn a lesson from. You might learn a lesson from someone you never thought you'd ever learn a lesson from.
I just learned a lesson right now from you.
End up being surprised. End up being surprised every minute of your life. Never know what's gonna happen.
Right, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching.
If you like that, please like it and
like it down at the bottom.
Tell us what you think. Subscribe.
I bet you won't share it though. I bet you won't share it though. You gotta use that reverse psychology on them.
Don't tell me secrets.
I bet you won't share it. This is only for a few people. Only a few people.
This is insider information.
Only a week later. All right, man.